Hambantota, a growing modern city set amidst unsullied jungles that give way to cloistered beaches. It is home to the MRICC, a state-of-the-art conference centre that sports an open-air theatre, helipads with VIP access, an auditorium, ballroom, committee rooms and business centres, tailored for the requirements of your MICE tour. Unlike other parts of the island, here accommodation is available to you in the form of a wide array of luxurious hotels and lodges, with the finest and most exclusive amenities for your comfort and recreation. Bordering these venues lies the vast Yala National Park, which proudly boasts the highest density of leopards in the world, as well as a plethora of other wild animals. For a change of climate, the cities of Nurelia and Allah lie in the nearby mountains. Enjoy a scenic drive on a windy road through lush green tea plantations, passing pine-covered hills and cascading waterfalls. Your business concluded, breathe in the refreshing cool air as you wind down and take part in the grand tradition of high tea.
We've had 2 excellent days so far in Hyderabad. Thank you very much for your lovely ball. A warm welcome. At the same time, what I want to say is, from a Sri Lankan warm heart point of view, we are ready to welcome the lovely Indian tourists who've been coming to Sri Lanka so many times. So, we are a safe destination to travel. Yes, there were some concerns a few months ago. To be very clear, to be on record, you don't see any more petrol queues, you don't see any more gas queues, you don't see other queues. But yes, there is an economic crisis in the country, but that's now being discussed with certain entities globally as well. Hopefully, with the minister's blessing, even at yesterday's press conference, he very clearly said we are trying to come to settlement from economic point of view by end of this year, and then development in terms of 2023 and looking at 2024 in a positive manner. So what I want to say is, please do come and visit Sri Lanka. We are 22 million warm hearts that are waiting to welcome you. We are an all-in-one capsule. We are not only cultural tourism, we are not only gaming tourism. There's so much adventure, there is so much of adventure, there's so much of entertainment, there's so much of water, there is so much of fresh water, there is so much of sea water, the sand, the sun, the tea plantations, from all angles. That there's so much that you can experience from overall point of view, whether it's the youngsters of the Indian public, or whether the tourists, whether it's the mature market, whether it's the family market. We have all those destinations in a small capsule filled in one, and which you can cover so many places within a matter of few days. I think Tourisam will say something about corporate sector as well.
Yeah, so what I do is I promote convention.
Sir, what are your expectations? Okay, na?
Okay,
You also take a picture.
our expectation is that Indian market will pick up the message that we are delivering for the past few days. That we are open,
and that we are ready to welcome you to our beautiful island. That's the message actually that we want the Indian market to pick up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You get more information. I'm not trying to say that we are a cheap market. We have all the facilities, the luxury facilities, but for the Indian market, it's going to be a very valuable offer that we are offering right now. And to grow with it, as whether you want to do your shopping, whether you want to do your entertainment, whether you want to do the food, what type of foods that you want to offer. And I would
Events. We are going to introduce extreme sports, so we want to couple up your conference with sporting activities, incentive groups with be it functions. So we are not looking at conventional events like just hosting exhibitions. We want to take it to the next level, because I think the trend is actually events. So obviously we want to create your conference is also an event, because it's just the old ways of doing things is not going to work in the future for us. So there's so much new things that you can expect in the coming months or in the years ahead.
And what about the airports that we are talking about, apart from Patna?
Yeah, so apart from Kattunayake, we are working with Palali. Palali Airport is in the north. That can handle AGR flights. So we are already in discussion with Vistara and Alliance, and
Today we met
SpiceJet to basically start operations to Palali Airport. And we have another small airport in the heart of Colombo as well, which can handle 320 aircraft. So and those airports, we can actually give some concessional rates compared to our main international airports, which will encourage more airlines to start, and it will be value for money also for your customers. So those are the new revenues we are looking at developing.
To add to what he says from a corporate point of view, to have your, whether it's 500 or 700,000, but in terms of capacity, we have Ambazota as well. And at the same time, with that setup, would like to play some golf. We have some 5 or 6 amazing golf courses in Sri Lanka. Royal Colombo Golf Club is one of the most historical, and Nuvareli as well, one of the most historical. It's in the global list as well. These golf courses is not only golfing. Like I said, the corporate sector can differ what their dislikes are, whether it's casino, whether it's golfing, or whether it's cricket, whether, like we said, whether it's adventure tourism. All that can be coupled. You don't get a destination like that. If you bring a corporate sector, if there are 500 people, 100 might like to do surfing, other 50 might like to do some luxury camping coupled with it. So he's going to come up with packages like that attract, not that all 500 has to go and be in the beach. I don't want to mention names of other countries, but it's not the beach we have. We have so much to offer. We can couple those packages. He's working on it, coupling them up and bringing new frontiers for the corporate sector as well.
How do you plan to promote return to normalcy?
Sorry?
How do you plan to promote return to normalcy in Sri Lanka and India?
That's what we are going to come up with a marketing campaign, a proper marketing campaign with the correct DNA. Like I said, there should be confusion, like for the question that we asked earlier as well. There have been so many messages going around in the past few years that we want to clear the doubt in terms of what we have to offer, rather than segregating and talking about only one segment, whether it's wellness or whether it's adventure or whether it's the sun and sea. We have to first say who we are, who Sri Lanka is, and where are we going and where we want to be, and our end mile. So that's a task both of us have, especially from a corporate and a marketing communication point of view. Both of us come from a different industry. We are not from we were working in the government sector before. We are both of us from the private sector, but in our own fields, we have that experience to take this brand, the biggest brand of our country, which is the mother brand, Mother Sri Lanka, forward.
And to coming back to your question, so we had a discussion with Make My Trip. We know that they cater to a big segment of your youth and upper class. So we want to do some dedicated advertising with them. That's one way of we thought in the short term to reach the market. And then of course discussions we had with the airlines. So what we are going to do is we are going to ask the airlines to come up with their own discounted fares to Sri Lanka and market those fares through their network to its clientele. So those are the short-term strategies that we are looking into. In the meantime, Charter is actually looking at appointing few PR agencies to carry out our long-term strategy. Yeah.
for these countries. And at the same time, I had a very positive discussion with Mastercard India as well in Delhi. I think if I'm correct, they have a database of 170 million people in different categories with their card. It's not a bank, it's Mastercard I'm talking about. We have a very positive discussion, coming up with a plan for those different segments, whether it's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. They have all those segments as well. So hopefully that will be fruitful as well. Make My Trip is another example. So taking this forward, tying up with someone from global brand like Mastercard is going to play a huge role as well. And from investment point of view, we met certain corporates in India within the past 4 or 5 days. From investment point of view, which I can't mention names right now, but that's also that's a very positive. Honorable Minister had some very positive conversations on that as well.
And we had a discussion with Thomas Cook as well, because they are coming up with their new marketing strategies to promote Sri Lanka. So therefore, I think Thomas Cook is a very established organization in the travel industry. So those are the avenues that actually we are looking at, in the short term, to get the message across to your customers as soon as possible.
So even I would love to contribute. We can pitch in, since we have already made Sri Lanka telecast in the month of 2019 we telecast in Sri Lanka.
Right.
There are around 13 episodes, and you have spent on everything. So I appreciate it out of that goodwill gesture. I'll plan for a rerun of the channel.
For sure.
And a very normal
Thank you very much.
feel,
And thank you for mentioning this. To refresh my memory, both of us took over only 4 months ago. So we are catching up on all the previous work because because of COVID, for 2 years hardly anything happened. So taking this forward, I'll definitely look at it. Just mention whom did you work with?
When was Mr. Jude was there?
Yeah, he's there. He's there. So I'll get in touch with him and
We'll make a small rerun in a couple of news channels.
Absolutely. Please. Last question.
So what are the B2B tie-ups that you already have apart from Mastercard, Thomas Cook and
Well, it's there's no tie-up. It's still under conversation, not only Mastercard and Thomas Cook, like Tourisam said, the airlines as well, and we are going to continue this. And I think in November, we will most probably go to Bangalore, Chennai,
And we might add Cochin as well.
we might add Kochi to that list as well. So actually, so far the response from the Indian market has been very positive in the last 3-4 days, very positive. Because in Mumbai, I think 10 plus regional chairmen attended the event from Thai point of view for the Mumbai event, which was a key event, just so successful. And they have traveled to Sri Lanka many a times, but they also had some doubts. But I think it's all cleared now after the session we had, especially in New Delhi and Mumbai, and we are going to continue. Like India is very important to us. India is the key market. Then overall Europe, then UK leading that pack. And on the other side, they are looking at Eastern Europe as well. During COVID, both Russia and Ukraine were key markets for us from bubbles. But the thing is, with the situation in Europe now, it has kind of come to a standstill. But if we can get the flight sorted, we are going to look at, obviously, it was reasons beyond our control. Ukraine won't be part of it. But then we are looking at other Eastern European markets as well. They also need to be at who we are, to take that forward.
Your best comeback would be the Shakti Peter, which we emotionally get connected. That
Yes.
is the USP we feel. You can drag the audience on that are the first Shakti Peter out of 18.
Correct.
Get them on that pretext and then they are free to explore.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So I would like to thank all of you. So I hope most of you are staying back for the evening session, Vikram.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. So
We can take one.
Business class passengers to now board through gate number 9 on JQ11 through 2. When you can go from sun-kissed to mountain mist in just 4 hours. That's so Sri Lanka.
When dolphins and whales swim around you all year so you can visit them at any time. That's so Sri Lanka.
When a bicycle ride in the countryside is one long roadside party of board games, quirky friends, and the world's best cup of tea. That is so Sri Lanka.
When every sunset is an aphrodisiac and the nights command you to dance them away. That's so Sri Lanka.
When you can marvel at elephants in the morning
And then meet some exotic birds, bears and leopards for lunch.
that's so Sri Lanka.
When you can get an eye full of paradise and a heart full of adrenaline in a single afternoon.
That's so Sri Lanka.
When people brave dizzying heights to taste a buzz of fresh, warm toddy.
That's so Sri Lanka.
When feasting together makes you family, so we take every opportunity to indulge. That's so Sri Lanka.
When time slows down and urges you to as well.
So you can soak up the full magic of cultural treasures at every turn.
Storied street food made with love for 3 millennia.
360 degrees of ocean.
365 days a year.
Hugging lush forests, misty meadows, secret waterfalls, and ordinary Wednesdays. That is so Sri Lanka. When you surrender to every minute,
Becoming your new favorite memory.
on Earth's favorite island.
So wild.
So pristine,
So scenic.
so thrilling,
So spiritual.
So bold.
so colorful. That's so Sri Lanka.